Hello, hello, and welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to another live stream. And we're here to provide you with some updates and to hear from you as well. All right, so we just need to check to ensure that the sound is coming in all good on your side. So just give me a moment. But if you're in the chat, please comment and let me know. All right, would love to hear from you. All right, so we're just waiting for a few more people to get on this live. Again, welcome one, welcome all. We're so happy to have you guys here with us. And we're going to do our best to ensure that we can update you as much as we can based on the information that is available. All right, we have been doing our best to ensure that you are updated. All right, so we try our best to get the information, credible information, because we really are not into the business of sharing fake information. And so we want to share, what we have with you guys. So again, welcome one, welcome all. If you're in the chat, please let me know as I am coming there in the chat. All right, not seeing anyone commenting just yet in the chat, but what I will do in the context of just waiting for you to come on over, I'll just go to some video clips that we have to share. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know what is happening in your area, in your community, or the latest updates you have received out of Jamaica. If you're not in Jamaica, we really appreciate the information because we have this opportunity to share with people. A lot of us are still waiting to hear from family members, especially in parishes such as, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. James. And so we're here and we just want to ensure that we're sharing information with you as best as we can when we can. So we really appreciate the people too who have been reaching out to us on WhatsApp and have been sharing situations based on what is happening in their respective communities. So we really appreciate that as well. All right, so again, welcome. So while we're waiting for some other people to join us, let's just go to some videos from, I believe, the Prime Minister's page here, and we'll share that with you in the meantime.
I flew over the south coast of St. Elizabeth into Black River. And from Treasure Beach to this point, we could easily say that between 80 to 90% of roofs have been destroyed. A significant number of buildings were damaged. On the ground, the impact is even more palpable. Right now, we are standing in close proximity to the Black River Hospital, and that has been totally destroyed, along with several other buildings, including historic buildings, churches, courthouse, the parish council, and other older heritage buildings have been destroyed. The electricity grid of Black River is totally wiped out. Telecommunications, we have seen one tower damaged. We are not certain if the other one is operable. So the entire infrastructure and everything needed for the convenience of modern living is destroyed here in Black River. The people are still coming to grips with the destruction, but from what I've seen and the interaction, the people here are strong, resilient, and positive in outlook. The government intends to complement that with bringing in the necessary emergency relief. The first line of effort in this regard is to clear the roadways to allow for vehicular traffic. not just to allow people to come in and visit relatives that they can't get in contact with, but to bring in much needed supplies to the supermarkets and other supply centers which are now empty. So once we get that accomplished, then we will start to see, on top of that, more assistance coming in, including assistance from ODPEM and other relief agencies who I'm certain are already mobilized waiting to come. It is going to be a massive task to rebuild Black River, this historic town. But while it is destroyed, we can vision a future of it rising stronger and better. Because the truth is that many of the buildings were not properly located in the first place. They were in vulnerable areas. We will now take the opportunity to properly reorganize the town and to build back even stronger. So yes, we got a big blow. Black River is what you would describe as ground zero. It took the brunt of it, and the corridor through the south of St. Elizabeth, through Black River, going across the island, going into St. James, that corridor was totally damaged. But the recovery is not beyond us. It's not beyond the government. It's not beyond the people. And we will get it done. So keep the positive outlook. Keep hope alive. And we will get through this. And we will rebuild better.
All right, so that was the Prime Minister there, I believe, yesterday in the context of his tour. We should hopefully get some clips from today that is not yet available. And so our understanding is that the Prime Minister and the team, they're trying to get over Westmoreland, Hanover, and I'm not sure where else, if Trelawney is included in that. But for now too, they have shared that they're trying to, get access into communities. For communities that are cut off, earlier today, they shared that they're going to get some specialized helicopter to at least, distribute critical supplies, so food, water, into these areas. So they may not be able to land, but they'll be able to drop. All right, so these supplies. So guys, it's really not looking good. But again, we just have to do our best to ensure that we bounce back stronger together. Joy, welcome. Thanks for sharing. Yes, indeed. Portmore, I believe, a lot of it has been reported today that they're without electricity. All right. So again, thanks for sharing that in the chat. So yes, lots there, and I believe there's another video perhaps with St. James.
Yannick Bedford, acting Chief Engineering Officer at the St. James Municipal Corporation. And I'm here now with my team. We've been on the road since, we went out yesterday at about 6 o'clock when we thought the storm might pass, trying to clear some roads so the persons could get access to the hospitals and the main thoroughfare, but we had to come back in. We've been on the road from about 7 o'clock. Our aim is to get most of the roads, especially the main roads, at least one lane cleared so we can have persons accessing hospitals wherever they want to go. We have been through Leaders Avenue, Orange Street, Mount Salem Road. We did Catchinall, West Green, Mount Salem Road, to the hospital, Cottage Road.
We've been about, so you have another crew somewhere
else. And we have our next one on the Long Hill Road.
So you're even brought in now the municipal police who are here.
They're here to assist.
Everybody's all hands on deck. Very good. I wanted to just use this as a demonstration of the layered response of the government. The local government through the municipal authorities are doing the immediate response as much as they can, as quickly as they can, which mainly now is to restore access and to deal with public health issues and, just trying to make sure that whatever gaps that may exist in the municipal management of the towns and urban spaces, that those are filled, including waste management and garbage collection. The larger response which will be at scale, will be when the government, through the NSWMA and the NWA, effect a national program of cleaning, debushing, carting away rubbish, and ensuring access to critical roadways. So the response has started, and this is a demonstration of it. And I suspect you will be going through the entire week.
Entire parish.
Very good. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
So yes, it's going to take some time for us to, get back into this, and so we have to just understand that we have to work together, right? We have to work together to ensure that we're able to get back, stronger. Charles, welcome and thank you for your prayers. Really appreciate it. And definitely out of many, we are one. All right. And how are you guys doing in the Bahamas? I know, and I talked to one of our community members there. So let us know what's the latest last night. Let us know what's the latest update there from the Bahamas. We hope that everyone there is doing well. So another significant aspect that I really want to point out is in the context. So earlier this morning, there were questions about the cat bond. So some insurance or some policies that the government have in the context of natural disaster. All right, so the finance minister, Favour Williams, shared a little bit, but saying that they have these policies, and I shared that earlier. But she said, they wanted to, I guess, have that conversation in cabinet first before making. So now there is a report by the Jamaica Observer. So I suspect that tomorrow we may get a sense of what that will look like from the government directly. But according to the Jamaica Observer, Jamaica is set to receive a 24 billion, so US 150 million payout from its catastrophe bond, so the cat bond, triggering a first of its kind financial safety net as the country faces billions in damage from Hurricane Melissa. Now, if this isn't something that we should applaud this administration for, I don't know what else, because, and I guess, I don't know if it was the brainchild of Nigel Clark, but it came with Nigel and this administration. And one can see why the multilateral corporation would want him out, because he has done terrific at his job. And so I recall earlier today that the finance minister was sharing too that there are different layers. So if they exhaust, for example, a layer, it will trigger another layer. So there are different layers to this. And so in that context, we can see that we'll bounce back. It's going to take time, and yes, it's going to take a lot of resources. It's going to take us as people to work together, to look out for each other, and to put country it's just about taking care of each other. All right, so it's going to take time, and the resources too, because of the magnitude of the damage so far that we are seeing. It's going to take time to build back hospitals, schools, critical infrastructures to help people who may not have, family support or that kind of coverage, and so it's going to take time. It's definitely going to take time for us to get there, but I believe that we can get there together. So that, I believe, was a very significant update in that context. All right. So I am going to go to some. All right. So JPS is sharing that electricity has been restored to more than 50,000 1,000 customers across Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Thomas, and St. Catherine. All right. And so, as we know, there are several parishes that are without, or sections without electricity, and so I suspect that JPS, they're continuing to work in the context of all that is happening. All right, so again, it's going to take time given the extent of the damage. So we just have to be patient. And a lot of us, we're not able to hear from family members. So right now, I can't tell you what's going on with family members in St. Elizabeth. And so we don't know, but we're just hoping for the best at this point. All right. And I'm just going to play this from the Member of Parliament there in Eastern Hanover. All right, Andrea Perkis. So she's appealing for support to assist residents in her constituency who were hard hit by Hurricane Melissa. All right. So let's just hear what she has to say. So let's just go to this update.
I am here at Trayol. This is where I am operating from, as there is no connectivity inland or in anywhere really in eastern Hanover. The villas have been badly damaged here, as you know, across the constituency we have a lot of damages. I was marooned in. I could not leave Cascade until this morning, and I want to take the opportunity to thank the residents from Claremont that came out very, very early in the morning, from Jericho, from Cascade as well, to assist me in cleaning miles and miles, over 18 miles of roadways, so I could get to the main. I am here now on the main, and I am heading up into the Hopewell area. I went through Mount Pelion already, and I can tell you it's devastation all across the constituency. I imagine Hopewell it's the same, and up in Chester Castle. I am happy that I'm on the main now, and I'm able to go into different areas, but on the main road. We will be getting some chainsaws and some gas to assist the persons who have been marooned in. We have a number of areas, Woodsville, Cold Spring areas, they still cannot leave. And I'm appealing to anybody that can help to come down and help us. We were badly hit by this hurricane, and we need as much help as we can get, not just from government, but from anybody who can assist us to get these families back together. Mainly, a lot of homes, a lot of houses are down. Roofs are gone, and it's just a struggle across the board in every area. There's no area really that has been saved. All across eastern Hanover, we have severe damages to the homes. I am also now making an effort to check on the shelters to see how our senior citizens are doing. I am already in contact with some doctors to see if they can pass through these shelters to check on our elders. But again, I am hopeful. Persons have been reaching out from overseas since I got some connectivity. Persons have been reaching out, to ask how they can assist us here in Eastern Hanover. But we're not in a good shape at all, and we need as much help as we can get.
All right, so we're currently at Landover, which is between Salem and Prairie. And as you can see, a lot of cars right here. And that's because this is the one...
All right, so that was the Member of Parliament there from Eastern Hanover. All right, sharing that, it's not looking good in that part of the country. All right, so again, guys, any updates? So, as you know now, those areas without electricity, without connectivity. So, if you have family members in those areas, just understand that it's going to take a little bit more time for us to hear from them. Let me just check in the chat here to see if I'm missing any comments or if there are any new updates here. Just give me a moment. And I am in the chat. Okay, not seeing any new updates. So if you're here, welcome. Please remember to like and share. That is important so others can get some of the updates here. All right. Now, I really want to talk about this. All right. And, something that I've heard. So the question was asked at the press conference earlier today that apparently there are some students in residence at institutions who stayed, I guess, through the hurricane, and apparently they're being asked to leave. No, to these people who are in leadership, I honestly don't know what to say at this point, because you should be using your positionality and your privilege to allow these students to stay. Where are you sending them to at this point, right? Allow the students to stay. Some of them have not heard from family members or friends. What is so wrong if they're staying on the campus? Like, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Right? I honestly don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But it's just unfortunate that some people would want to do that in a time like this. It doesn't even matter if they're in Kingston, because you don't know what fate they're facing. So I will just say to whoever, go back to the drawing board and just rethink your decision, because that is just not good. That is just not good. All right, so there's another update here from the Observer, and they were saying that they were on the ground. They're between Salem and Priory in St. Anne. So let's just go. And where this one of the few places where Flow cellular data you can access. So let's just go to this update.
All right, so we're currently at Landover, which is between Salem and Priory. And as you can see, a lot of cars are here. And that's because this is the one area where you can actually get cell service. And that's actually from Flow.
We were on our way to find it. We heard it was on the highway, so it was actually going on the highway to get connection, because since Tuesday we haven't spoken to any family members, nobody. No service. We saw the cars parked here, so we figured this might be the signal. And we just hear the phone say, put it in. We say, stop, girl, because I saw it there.
So we are currently at almost in between St. Anne's and Portuguese, and service.
Everybody's at ease because we're sending out messages, so everybody's doing good so far.
All right, so we're as you can see,
transmission, over 70% of transmission lines remain out of service due to the severe damage. Reconnaissance flights with the JDF will continue today to assess further damage. Distribution, over 52,000 customers were restored over the last 24 hours. Approximately 490,380 customers, 72% of the customer base is still without power. 70% of the distribution network is de-energized, with only sections of Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, and St. Thomas, the main areas, being served. Let me just note that I got a report a while ago that the entire St. Thomas is suffering from low voltage. So I asked JPS to look into that immediately. The highlights, if you can call it that: 8 major hospitals have been restored, including all major hospitals in Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Spanish Town now has power. We're working to restore 13 other major health clinics across the island. Power has been restored to the Norman Manley International Airport. And I'll just give you, for clarity, Clarendon, totally out, 51,000 customers. Hanover, same, 16,466. KSA North, 96,000 customers, 25,000 without light. South, 60,091, only 3,946 have light. Portland, 23,000 customers, 19,000 without light. Portmore, 52,000, 31,000 without light. St. Anne, 46,000, all up without light. St. Catherine, 86,000, 50,000 without light. St. Elizabeth, 45,000, all out. St. James, 62,000, 61,000 without. St. Mary, 30,000, 29,000 without light. St. Thomas, 20,000, 4,657 without light. Trelawney, fully out at 20,712. Westmoreland, 34,000, all without light. So total customers out as of October 29th is 542,000, and customers restored over the last 24 hours, 52,000, leaving 490,000 without power. So we understand the frustration, we understand the anxiety, but we ask for your patience.
All right, so that was the minister there, Darrell Vaz, just sharing in the context of the updates, and I've shared most of that with you if you're over there on WhatsApp earlier. All right, so just so that you have an understanding of what is happening. All right, so now the next thing I want to point out to you guys is that some people, all right, they are trying to take advantage of a bad situation. So we learned earlier today, all right, at the press conference that, there were some people making websites to collect aid or donations that is not, the government's website. So here, the Jamaica Cyber Incident Response Team is issuing an urgent alert to the public in Jamaica and worldwide regarding the emergence of fraudulent websites attempting to exploit generosity in the wake of Hurricane Melissa. All right, so JA CERT, all right, JA CERT's monitoring systems have detected multiple suspicious domains currently under development that appear designed to divert hurricane relief donations away from legitimate channels. These malicious actors are creating fake websites with names deliberately similar to Jamaica's official donation portal. All right, so the following domains have been identified as suspicious and should not be used for donations. And you can see here they have JamaicaHurricaneHelp.net, JamaicaHurricaneHelp.org, JamaicaHurricaneHelp.com, MelissaReliefJamaica.net, MelissaReliefJamaica.com, MelissaReliefJamaica.org, SupportJamaica.govjm.com, SupportJamaicaGovJM.net. These are all fraudulent websites. All right, all identified sites are currently showing that they are in varying stages of development, but JCERT suspects that these sites may become active in the coming days. The official donation channel, the only legitimate government website for Hurricane Melissa relief donations, is https, all right, colon forward slash forward slash www.supportjamaica.gov.jm. Please verify that you see .gov.jm at the end of the web address before making any donation. Again, if you're going to make donations, please verify that you see .gov.jm at the end of the web address before making any donation. All right, so they're asking you, so if you want to know how you're supposed to protect yourself and ensure your donation reaches those in need, verify the URL carefully. The official site ends in .gov.jm, not .com, .net, or .org. Type the address directly. Do not click links in unsolicited emails or social media messages. All right? Look for security indicators. Ensure the site shows https colon forward slash and a padlock icon. All right? Be suspicious of urgent requests. Scammers create artificial urgency to bypass your careful judgment. Research any organization. If donating via a charity, verify its legitimacy via independent sources. All right, so that is definitely important. All right, what to do if you encounter a suspicious site? If you discover a website claiming to collect Hurricane Melissa donations, do not enter any personal or financial information. Do not make any payments. Report the site immediately to JCERT at jamaica.cert, C-I-R-T, at opm.gov.jm. All right, and they're asking you to share this warning with friends and family members. The message to international donors. The government of Jamaica recognizes and deeply appreciates the global outpouring of support for Jamaica during this difficult time. We urge all international donors to exercise caution and use only the official government portal. Your generosity should reach the people who need it the most, not criminal enterprises. Ongoing monitoring. JA CERT or Jamaica CERT continues to actively monitor for additional fraudulent domains and is working with international cybersecurity partners and domain registrars to shut down these malicious operations. The public will be notified of any developments. Hurricane Melissa has caused significant damage across Jamaica, and the need for legitimate assistance is real and urgent. By staying vigilant against these scams, we can ensure that charitable donations reach the Jamaican people who desperately need support. All right, so if you are donating, ensure that you're donating to the appropriate, all right, the appropriate website, and ensure that you're not being scammed. All right, that is definitely important. So I am just checking to see if we find any updates from the Prime Minister there. All right, in the context of his tour out west. So I am just checking for some new information. Not seeing any here, but I believe I am seeing something from Zuleika Jess, the member of parliament there from Northeast St. Elizabeth. And she She writes, my heart is heavy. Northeast St. Elizabeth is totally devastated. We need help. Entire communities have lost roofs, homes, bedding, etc. Some communities are still marooned. Roads impassable. I am doing my best, but we need help. People need food, clothing, zinc, and other building supplies. All right, so let's just play this if it
Tell me what you say you want. Tell me now about the house.
Everything flat. I need a bed, darling. Me need a room, definitely if you put them. If I may not have no weapon on the roadside for them stay. I'm homeless for them right now, darling. I need a help for them. Homeless, very homeless for them. Put it back. Put it back.
Alright, Mrs. Say place there, bad mom. Me see it. Alright, but
me 3 mattress out the door. I have nothing, darling. Nothing. Nothing. Everything. I lose 14 head of goat. Nothing. Mommy big on mattress she fly. Nothing I stand for. My granny house. Me losing them clothes. I don't have nothing. Side the one piece where me standing at.
Tell me what's your name?
Her Falling Powell.
All right, Miss Powell. All right, so let me see what kind of assistance we can get. Because the whole community, as you realize, everybody lose their roof, everybody lose their house. So,
Rosa, darling. Yeah. I'm Rosa. Look up there. I have nothing. Nothing. All
right.
All right, so very unfortunate, but I hope the member of parliament is just asking these people to go back to the shelters until, some aid can reach them. And I know that people are trying to put the missing pieces together and it's difficult, but just try to be safe, and especially where the children are concerned, we just want. And again, on that note too, with shelters, the local government minister reiterated this morning that shelters remain open. So for the people who are spreading fake news, we're just asking you, use your platform responsibly. You can do that too. And when we do that, we drive fear into people, and we cause anxiety levels to go up, and it's not good. So let's just use our platform in a responsible way, right? So that we can support, as opposed to be driving fear into people. That is not good. That is just not good. All right, so I am just checking. Let me just check in the chat here. Not seeing any new comments there in the chat, so that was one update there, and I'm just going to check for some other updates before we close off here. But as promised, we'll continue to provide you with the updates as best as we can. All right, once it is available. All right, so this is a resident of Black River, Jody Lee Bailey, and this report comes to you from the Gleaner. So let's just go to this audio and let's see. So they say Jody Lee Bailey, a resident of Black River in St. Elizabeth, spent Thursday at the Black River police station offering free natural juices to first responders. Bailey, who operates a restaurant in the town, said she decided to help because of the sweltering heat. All right, and so we just have to help each other. That's it. Let's just go here.
The juice and food.
I'm gonna plug in this fridge for you. Check it, mister. Juice and
I'm just trying to give the officer soldier. Anybody wants some icy cold juice to drink because we know it's there at.
What kind of juice you have in there?
Natural juice.
We
have June plum, ribena, beetroot, carrots, water and soda.
So how come you have ice cold juice when there's no
I have a restaurant in Black River here. Yeah, so we do juice and food. So just I try help out now. With the officers and the soldiers, they can't do much, but me I try.
Okay. How long have you been out here giving away juices and so on?
From morning.
Are people receptive? Are they accepting it?
Some. No, them proud.
All right, so some taking it, some not taking it, and I guess you can understand from both sides there. All right, so that's one update. So this is another update here, and from the Gleaner it says it was chaos and confusion as anxious relatives, friends, and volunteers tried to reach parts of St. Elizabeth where many residents remain without basic necessities after the passage of Hurricane Melissa. So let's just see what's going on here.
So what you're looking at now is Crane Road, one of the few accessible roads into Black River. And as you can see, it's utter pandemonium here. As persons are trying to leave in and out. We've had reports of looting since morning. Persons trying to find and get in contact with loved ones. Persons just trying to move in and out. So, and you can see persons are getting stuck. The police is trying to get best to monitor the traffic, but it's very difficult.
All right, so I guess based on this report here, I would say to people allow the first responders, security forces, healthcare, allow them to access the communities, right? Because I know some of us will want to go in and see friends and family members, but just wait until the road network is clear. But right now, just give the opportunity to the first responders who are going in trying to get food, water, and all these things there so that they can, just help. All right, because what I am witnessing here, where a lot of people trying to get in, blocking the road, and then the first responders, they have to be putting on sirens, like, allow them to go. All right, do not go and block the roads, just allow them to go because that is essential, right? Allow them to go. All right, so here's another update, all right, where residents today rushed a woman identified as Aisha to the Black River Police Station after she collapsed at her home in Arlington, St. Elizabeth. With no police vehicles available and several roads rendered impassable by Hurricane Melissa, police were unable to transport her to the hospital. All right, so the superintendent Minto said a doctor at the storm damaged police station is attending to her until further assistance arrives. And so these are the things that I am saying. So when we go now and we block up the one little part, right? You don't know if it's your family member is going to need some serious attention. So we need to allow first responders and the people who are responding to this situation, just give them some time. All right, so if it is that you're going to block up and traffic is going to pile up and JPS cannot get in, the current will not be back, the light not gonna come back, the power will not be back as quickly as we want it to be. Just wait until they can at least clear the roads before we go and prevent these people from doing their jobs in trying to get critical supplies and back into those communities. All right, so let's just try to be conscious of that as well. All right, so I'm not getting any phone calls and I'm just going to check. I know there's lots in the context of updates all over, so we try to again share with you, just some reports that we consider credible. And is this squashy? I can't get any information about Broughton, Little London. You mean Westmoreland? So Westmoreland is all out. All right. So there's no electricity in Westmoreland. There is no power in Westmoreland. But we continue to monitor the situation. All right. So that much I can tell you. So as soon as we get an update, we will let you know. All right. So you can follow the channel on WhatsApp, or you can join the what send me a message over on WhatsApp and I will add you to the WhatsApp group. All right. So you'll see the WhatsApp number pinned there at the top of the chat, and I just shared the channel over on WhatsApp there that you can follow for updates as well. And that's the sad part of this, we I know the feeling, because the same feeling on this side with family members in St. Elizabeth. We don't know what is going on, people. We don't know, but yeah, we don't know what is going on, but we just have to keep the faith and hope and pray for the best. All right, so that's just the situation there at this point. That's just the situation at this point. So we yeah, I'm just checking, guys. I'm just checking for more updates, and I am not seeing any at this point. So we'll continue to keep you posted as the updates come in. We're anticipating that perhaps later on, hopefully everything is okay, because our understanding is that the prime minister was going to, well, we saw some video of him boarding the helicopter to make his way to Westmoreland. So hopefully all is well in that context, and we will get some updates, further this evening, or, tomorrow morning. All right, so we just hope that all is well there. And let me just check with the health minister and just see here. All right. So a call out to, after the hurricane, the health minister shared that hospitals are struggling and blood supplies are dangerously low. All right, so your donation in this context will definitely help to save lives. So if you're able to do that, please do that. All right, so there's an update here so far through Westmoreland. I'm even more heartbroken seeing the damage and devastation that Hurricane Melissa has left behind. At the Sav Public Hospital, they have lost the outpatient clinic. There is damage to the roof with water supply issues. Right now, the priority is getting them connectivity, a healthcare center to take load off the doctors and nurses in A&E, and water supply. So
we're driving through Savlamar now, and it's all devastation. Just left the hospital where lots of damages, lots of patients, fatigue staff, but they're doing the best they can to save lives. Arranging to airlift a few patients out and to try and ensure that we have the generator working and water to provide services. But as you can see, the demand on health services is big because of the trauma that is in the society now. A lot of people coming in with injuries from flying debris and so on. So Westmoreland is also, Savlamar also ground zero as it relates to the impact of Melissa. We're working to ensure that lives are saved.
all right, so that, obviously you heard it, ground zero. So you understand the devastation there, all right? And so we just have to again just continue to just keep praying, yeah, and have the faith, and hopefully things will work out for the better. We heard about some loss of lives, and I am not too sure, but I'll wait for the government to just share that update. I don't know. I think there was one name for one person there in Westmoreland, I believe. And so the number is increasing at this point. But again, guys, let's just keep the faith and let's just continue to hope for the best at this point. All right, so we'll continue to do what we can to keep you posted. All right, and we look forward to hearing from you too. If you have any updates from your side. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Blessings and love, everyone, and I will see you all in the next live. Bye.